Choosing the best high-yield savings account in 2025 no longer means you need to compromise in safety or in benefits. You could still have FDIC insurance, no hidden fees, fast transfers, and the best interest rates available out there. That's why today I'll show you the best high-yield savings accounts you could open right now to finally make your money work harder. First up, let's talk about American Express high-yield savings. When most people hear American Express, they think of premium credit cards, but they also offer a surprisingly strong high-yield savings account that's built for simplicity. As of filming, Amex is offering a 3.7% APY on their savings account. There are no fees to open, no minimum deposit requirements, and no monthly maintenance fees, which makes it a solid, low-hassle option for just about anyone. Your money is FDIC insured up to $250,000, and Amex gives you a clean, fully online experience where you can easily transfer funds, automate deposits, and track your balance through their app or website. One extra bonus here is that if you already have an American Express credit card, it makes managing everything even easier. You could move your money between your savings account and your credit card payments inside the same app, which keeps everything streamlined. So if you're already in the Amex world, that's one reason to choose this high-yield savings account over another one. Now, there are a few things to keep in mind. There's no Zelle integration, no physical branches, and you won't get an ATM or debit card tied to this account. It's purely designed for saving, not spending. This account is perfect if you want a set it and forget it savings account with no hoops to jump through, backed by a brand that you already know and trust. But if you're looking for an account that adds a little bit more flexibility and savings features on top of a strong interest rate, the next bank might catch your attention even more. Next up, let's talk about Ally Bank. Ally has been one of the most popular online banks for years, and it's easy to see why. They consistently offer a strong savings account backed by a clean user experience and smart features that help you grow your money without a ton of effort. As of filming, Ally's online savings account offers a 3.6% APY across all balance tiers. There are no monthly maintenance fees, no minimum deposit requirements, and no hidden charges for standard transfers or incoming wires. Your deposits are FDIC insured up to $250,000, and interest compounds daily to help your balance grow faster over time. But what really makes Ally stand out are the tools they bundle into the savings account. You get savings buckets, which let you organize your money for different goals, like setting aside funds for a vacation, a new car, or an emergency, all without opening multiple savings accounts. I don't personally use Ally, but the bank that I do use has a similar feature, and honestly, it's one of those things that you don't realize you need it or would use it until you actually have it. For example, I could easily set aside my rent money into one savings bucket, or create another one for my taxes since I'm a business owner and I have to handle that myself, and then a third bucket to save up for a trip or a splurge item. They also offer a feature called Surprise Savings, where Ally analyzes your linked checking accounts, even if they are from other banks. And then it automatically moves safe to save money over to your Ally savings account. They'll do all the analyzing for you and all the work, but don't worry, they only transfer amounts under $100 at a time and no more than 3 times per week. It's a super easy way to automate saving without even thinking about it. And of course, you could turn it off if you don't want to use it. On top of that, Ally offers a rounds up feature, but this one does require you to have an Ally checking account for it to work. Here's how it works. Every time you make a transaction with your Ally checking account, whether it's a debit card swipe, an electronic payment, or even a check you write, Ally will round up to the amount to the nearest dollar. Once your roundups add up to at least $5, Ally will automatically transfer that extra money from your checking account into your savings account in a batch transfer. Most batch transfers range between $5 and $20 at a time, and Ally does their best to make sure the transfer won't push your checking account dangerously close to a $0 balance. For example, if you spend $70.72 at the grocery store, that 28-cent difference gets counted towards your next roundups transfer. Once again, it's another super easy way to micro save a little bit every time you spend without having to think about it it manually. There are a few small things to keep in mind, like some savings accounts, Ally allows you up to 10 withdrawals per statement cycle. And while they fully support Zelle through their checking account, you won't be able to use it directly with their Ally savings account. You'll have to move it to another account first. This Ally savings account is perfect if you're someone who wants to stay super organized with your savings goals and automate your progress without constantly babysitting your accounts. But if you're looking for a savings account that combines high interest with even more all-in-one financial tools, the next bank on this list takes things to another level. If you're looking for a high-yield savings account that's easy to use and packed with extra features, SoFi might be exactly what you're looking for. As of filming, SoFi offers a 3.8% APY on their high yield savings account. But to qualify for that higher rate, you need to receive at least one direct deposit every 30 days or deposit at least $5,000 during that same 30-day window. There is no minimum amount for that direct deposit to trigger the elevated interest rate. If you don't meet that requirement, then your savings account drops down to 1% APY instead. So it's definitely worth setting up a regular direct deposit, even if it's just a small one, to make sure you keep earning that best interest rate. One thing to know, when you open a SoFi savings account, you automatically get a SoFi checking account too. You can't just open one or the other. It's a package deal, but honestly, it's a good combo. The SoFi checking account earns 0.5% APY, and it also comes with no monthly fees, no minimum balance requirements, and makes transferring money between accounts super easy. Plus, SoFi supports Zelle for sending money to friends and family. Another huge bonus is the intro cash offer. If you open an account using my affiliate link in the description below and meet the direct deposit requirements, you can earn up to $300 in bonus cash. You have to deposit between $1,000 and $4,999.99 to receive a $50 cash bonus, or deposit $5,000 or more and you'll get the full $300 bonus. One of my favorite features about SoFi, and one of the reasons that I personally use them, is their vaults system. Vaults work just like the buckets system or feature at Ally Bank, but of course it's inside SoFi's app. You can create different vaults for different savings goals like rent, taxes, a future trip, and track them separately while all still earning the full 3.8% APY across every account. SoFi also gives you roundups on debit card purchases, automatic paycheck savings with auto save, mobile check deposits, and even the option to extend your FDIC insurance coverage up to $3 million through their partner banks. Overall, SoFi is a great pick if you want an all-in-one online banking experience with strong rates, no fees, goal-setting tools, and real flexibility. But if you're someone who prefers a more traditional savings account setup, separate from a checking account, you'll want to stick around for the next bank on the list. A no-fuss savings account from a big-name bank is Capital One's 360 Performance Savings, which is definitely worth a look. Right now, Capital One is offering a 3.6% APY on all balances, with no minimums required to open or maintain the account. There are also no monthly maintenance fees, no hidden charges, and your deposits are FDIC insured up to $250,000. Plus, the interest you earn compounds daily and is credited monthly, so even smaller balances still grow steadily over time. Capital One also makes it really easy to move your money around. You can transfer funds between your Capital One accounts, link external bank accounts for easy transfers, and set up automatic savings plans to build your balance without even thinking about it. They even let you create multiple savings accounts under one login, so if you want to separate your money into different buckets or vaults like we talked about earlier for different specific goals, you could do that here with Capital One too. Each saving account you create also still earns the full 3.6% APY. You could also deposit checks from anywhere using the Capital One mobile app, and if you ever want in-person service, you could visit a Capital One cafe or branch, although their cafe locations are a little bit more casual and don't offer full branch services like loan officers. But that benefit or feature alone is what makes Capital One stand out against other or most other high yield savings accounts. And of course, if you already have Capital One credit cards, it once again makes the whole banking experience even more seamless, since you manage all of your accounts now from the same mobile app with just one login. One thing to note, you can't withdraw directly from the savings accounts at an ATM. You would first need to transfer the money to a Capital One checking account or transfer the money to another bank account and then withdraw it. But honestly, for most savers, that's not really a big deal. This account is perfect if you want that big name bank you could trust, combined with a strong APY, a mobile-first convenience, and no annoying fees. If you want to stick with another big, trusted name brand bank, but maybe squeeze out a few extra features, the next savings account we're covering should definitely be on your radar. Once again, we have another high-yield savings account from a bank you may be familiar with, which is Discover. As of right now, Discover is offering a 3.6% APY with no minimum opening deposit, no monthly fees, and no balance requirements. And when I say no fees, I mean it. You won't get charged for monthly maintenance, official bank checks, excessive withdrawals, deposited item returns, stop payments, insufficient funds, or even closing the account. I don't know what half of those things are, and I don't know if you're going to use them, but they have no fees. No hidden fees ever. Your money is also fully FDIC insured up to $250,000, giving you the same level of protection you'd expect from a traditional bank. Discover technically isn't a full service traditional bank. They don't have branches everywhere like Chase or Wells Fargo, but for savings account purposes, they act just like one. And in return, you get a higher APY, better mobile access, and a lot fewer headaches. Managing your account is easy through Discover's app and online portal. And if you ever need help, they offer 24/7 US-based customer service. This is a great pick if you want high-yield savings with total simplicity, zero fine print, and a trusted name behind it. However, if you're looking to get a little bit more creative and possibly even earn more by going slightly outside traditional banks, you'll want to check out the next option coming up. If you want a savings option that gives you a little bit more flexibility and potentially higher interest than a regular bank account, then Fidelity's cash management account is definitely worth a look. Now, just to be clear, Fidelity is not a traditional bank. This account is actually a brokerage account that works like a checking and savings account. You still get a debit card, a mobile app to manage everything, bill pay, ATM access, and all the tools you would expect from a normal bank. When you hold cash in a Fidelity cash management account, you have two choices for where your money can sit. The first option is to have Fidelity move your money into a network of real banks behind the scenes. Your money would be FDIC insured up to $5 million, and right now you would earn about 2.21% APY. The second option is to leave your cash inside Fidelity's government money market fund called SPAXX, or SPAX. This was earning around 3.96% when I filmed this video. Now, SPAX isn't FDIC insured, but it is protected by SIPC insurance, which is still very strong. And in reality, SPAX is considered extremely safe because it invests mostly in US government debt, which is really low risk. Fidelity has never had one of its money market funds lose money, and the chances of something bad happening to SPAX would take a full-blown financial disaster for it to even be a concern. Honestly, a lot of people actually prefer using the SPAX or the money market fund option because the money stays right inside Fidelity. There's no dealing with third-party banks, and you typically earn a higher interest rate. If you don't really use cash or ATMs that often, the brokerage setup with SPAX is the smarter way to go in my opinion. Either way, the Fidelity cash management account gives you great benefits. There's no monthly fees, no minimum balance requirements, and they'll even reimburse you for ATM fees anywhere in the world when you use the Fidelity debit card. You also won't pay any foreign transaction fees if you use your card overseas. Plus, you get features like mobile check deposit, online bill pay, and real-time spending alerts right in their app. Of course, if you already invest with Fidelity, then this high-yield savings account might make a lot more sense for you. The nice part is you can move your money around easily, invest it wherever you want, or just keep it growing in cash at a strong yield. So if you want a way to make your cash work harder, have full flexibility, and skip the monthly fees that a lot of other banks might charge, Fidelity's setup could be a really smart move. But if you want to keep things even simpler and stick to a totally traditional high-yield savings account with FDIC insurance only, the next bank we're covering might be a better fit. If that's so, take a look at CIT Bank's Platinum Savings Account. CIT Bank is actually part of First Citizens Bank, which has been around for over 125 years. They are FDIC insured, and right now, CIT's Platinum Savings Account is offering 4.1% APY on balances of $5,000 or more. That's a really strong rate compared to the national average. If your balance does drop below $5,000 though, your rate drops way down to 0.25%. So just make sure you're keeping at least $5,000 in the account to get the top yield interest rate. There is a $100 minimum to open the account, and you do need to have at least $5,000 or more sitting in there to lock in the best APY, which we just talked about. But honestly, if you can meet those two requirements, it's more than worth it. You're getting a 4.1% interest rate at a time when a lot of other banks are offering under 4% right now. So if you've been saving up and you want your money to work harder for you, it's a pretty fair trade-off. There are no monthly fees and no maintenance charges, so once you open the account, you get to keep everything you earn without worrying about hidden fees eating into your savings. One thing to know is that this is a very basic online savings account. You manage everything through CIT's mobile app, like depositing checks, moving money, and checking your balance. If you're comfortable doing things online and you want a strong interest rate with no headaches or monthly fees, CIT Bank could be a great fit. If you're someone who's chasing the absolute best APY possible without worrying about balance minimums, the next bank we're going to cover might be even more interesting. If you're thinking about opening any of the savings accounts I'm talking about today, I've got some helpful affiliate links down below in the description where if you use them, they help support the channel at no extra cost to you, and I really appreciate it. If you want a savings account that doesn't mess around with tiny interest rates, UFB Direct's portfolio savings account is definitely one you'll want to check out. Right now, they're offering 4.01% APY across all balance levels, which is one of the highest you'll find for a savings account today. There's no minimum deposit required to open the accounts and no monthly maintenance fees either, which makes it super beginner friendly. You even get a free ATM card to access your money, and UFB gives you access to over 90,000 fee-free ATMs nationwide. UFB does something a little different too. If you open their Freedom checking account alongside that savings account and you meet a few conditions like setting up direct deposit, keeping a balance of $10,000, and making 10 debit card transactions each month, you could actually boost your savings APY up to 4.21%. It's a nice little perk if you want to maximize your earnings and that high interest rate. Overall, UFB Direct gives you a really strong interest rate, and if you're looking for something straightforward, online-only option to earn more on your savings, it's a great one to have on your list. Before we jump into the final high-yield savings account on this list, which happens to be a fan favorite, there's still one more account you definitely need to know about, and that's Marcus by Goldman Sachs. Marcus offers a high-yield savings account that's simple, trusted, and backed by the strength of Goldman Sachs. Right now, they're offering a 3.75% APY on your savings balance, which is about 8 times higher than the national average. One thing that makes Marcus stand out is how easy it is to use. There's no minimum deposit to open your account, no monthly fees to worry about, and your deposits are FDIC insured through Goldman Sachs Bank USA. You don't have to stress about minimum balances or getting hit with hidden charges. Another big plus with Marcus is that there are no withdrawal limits. That means you're not capped to 6 or 10 withdrawals per month like some other high-yield savings accounts. You can access your money when you need it without restrictions. Moving your money is fast and easy too. You could link in outside bank accounts, and Marcus allows same-day transfers for amounts up to $100,000, which is rare for an online savings account. If you ever need help, Marcus offers 24/7 customer service 7 days a week. You could get support anytime, whether it's over the phone or through their mobile app. Marcus was also ranked number 1 in customer satisfaction with savings accounts from online banks by JD Power in 2024, which shows that they're not just offering a great rate, they actually take care of their customers too. If you're looking for a clean, no fuss, trustworthy savings account that gives you a solid rate, flexibility, and strong customer support, Marcus is definitely one of the best options to check out. All right, last but definitely not least, if you love the idea of setting your money on autopilot and letting it grow safely in the background, then Wealthfront's cash account might be exactly what you've been looking for. Wealthfront offers a 4% APY on your cash with 0 account fees, no minimum deposit, and no minimum balance to earn that great rate. And even though Wealthfront isn't a traditional bank, your money is FDIC insured up to $8 million through their network of partner banks. Way more coverage than most banks can offer. One of the coolest things about Wealthfront's cash accounts is that it combines the best parts of savings and checking. You could set up direct deposits, pay bills, deposit checks through the mobile app, and even get ATM fee reimbursement for 2 withdrawals per month at out-of-network ATMs. Plus, you could send free wire transfers to your own accounts or title companies without paying crazy fees like you would at a traditional bank. When it comes to moving your money around, you're not stuck waiting for days either. Wealthfront offers free instant withdrawals 24/7 if your external bank supports it, even on weekends and holidays. They also make saving super easy with features like automated transfers, savings buckets, which they call cash categories, and even the ability to quickly move your cash into investments through their platform if you decide you want to grow your money even more aggressively. If you want an account where your money earns strong interest without you having to constantly babysit it, Wealthfront's cash account is definitely one of the best options out there. And there you have it. Those were some of the best high yield savings account options out there right now. And if you are interested in watching another one of my videos that is recommended for you, click this video right here. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots.